Hello everyone. So last time what we have did discrete sample space and continuous sample space and a random variable. Okay, type of random variable, that is discrete type and continuous type. Okay, so today we will learn that what's discrete probability distribution and continuous probability distribution. So we know a discrete random variable takes certain values, right? Countable values, that means, and these countable means we can count them, or you can put in a 1-1 correspondence with the set of natural numbers, right? If it is possible, then you can call that set as a countable set. Okay, and the values that your random variable takes, you will get some probability values, as we have done in an earlier video, that corresponding to the value of the random variable you have some probability distribution, that is you have some value of the probability corresponding to that value, right? So let us see by some examples. So we are tossing two coins, okay, or you can say a coin two times. So you have a sample space, okay, so like this, and suppose I'm choosing my random variable, or I'm defining my random variable like number of heads obtained. Okay, so how many possibilities are there? Either I'll get no head, or I'll get one head, okay, or I'll get two heads. So I have to they are asked me to find the probability distribution corresponding to these values. So if x equals to 0, that means I'm getting no heads, that is probability of getting tail, that is 1 upon 4. Possible value is 1 and the total number of outcomes are 4, so it will be 1 upon 4, right? And if x equals to 1, that means I'm getting one head. So what are the possible values? So it will be head tail, or tail head, or head tail, right? So probability corresponding to these value will be, so 2 are possible outcomes, so 2 by total number of outcomes, that is 4, so it will be 2 by 4 again. And next, for a value x equals to 2, that means I'm getting two heads. The possible values corresponding to this will be head, right? So probability corresponding to this value, that is x equal to 2, will be 1, number of favorable cases, that is 1, and total number of cases, that is 4, right? So it will be 1 upon 4. So this function is known as probability distribution function, okay? But in case of discrete type random variable, you call this function as a probability mass function. So this is very important, right? So in general we call it as a probability distribution, whether it's a continuous type distribution or a discrete type distribution, okay, you call it as a probability distribution function, this f of x. Okay, in some books it is denoted by p of x as well. Okay, so just to signify that it's PMF, and it is defined in case of discrete type random variable, but in this book they usually notated by f of x, right? So in case of discrete type random variable, we call this function f of x as a probability mass function. So this is important, okay? In questions you may find it very often, okay? So this ordered pair, so let us define it in a proper way. Ordered pair x f of x is a probability function, or you can call it as a probability mass function in case of discrete type random variable. This is a special name for this, okay? Or probability distribution of a discrete type random variable x if for each value of x it satisfies the following properties. Your function, this f of x, will satisfy the following properties. Number one, it will be positive, because this is a probability distribution, and you know that it will always be positive, it will never be negative. So f of x, the values will always be positive, right, for all value of x. And summation of x, you know that the sum of probabilities, all the probabilities will equals to 1. So this is that property that it is written in this form, okay? The summation over x, where x is nothing but, in our example it was 0, 1 and 2. So when you sum it, it will give you the value 1. You can see here as well, okay? 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, and 1 upon 4. This, when you sum all these values, you will get 1, right? So this is what this second property is saying. And you are defining p of x, that is probability at any point, equals to f of x. This is how you define this function, right? On the other way, in a case of continuous type random variable, or you can say a continuous probability distribution, is defined in a similar fashion, right? But the thing is, this function, the name of this function f of x, will change to, earlier it was, in case of discrete type random variable, it was probability mass function, but in case of continuous type random variable, we call it as a density function, or probability density function. Density function, you may find it in some sort of questions, okay? You may find it quite often. They use density function instead of probability density function, but both are the same things, okay? So you call this function f of x as probability density function, or probability distribution, or probability function as well, okay? So if this is a function. Okay, so let's divide it in a proper way. So it satisfies the following properties. In case of discrete, so our first property is quite same. Okay, so it will give, as this will also a probability distribution, it will always be a positive number, right? So it will always be greater than equal to 0 for all value of x, right? And second, in case of continuous type random variable, we use integration. Okay, so probability distribution is defined from minus infinity to infinity. F of x dx will equals to 1. That is, it will give you some area. Okay, so total area will give you 1, right? So you define probability in such a way. So probability from a to b in any interval, because as it's x is a continuous type random variable, so probability of any interval, it is defined in such a way, that is from integration a to b f of x dx, that is area under this curve from a to b. Okay, so this is a probability. This is how you define the probability in case of continuous type random variable. So this is quite important. Their name are quite important, because their name will tell you the distinction between the random variables, that whether your random variable is discrete or continuous. If in question they have defined a density function, then you will know from that value, or you can say from that term, that if they use density function, that means your random variable is a continuous type random variable. And if they use the term probability mass function, then that means you will be in the discrete type random variable. Okay, so let's see